All right, guys, I just got done. Well, I know the show finished a little while ago, obviously, several hours ago. But I got some colossal breaking news. So, according to, what is it, Sooners Scoop, I believe, was the first one to put this out. And now it's been confirmed by a lot of folks like Pete Thamel and others that Oklahoma quarterback John Mateer is going to be out. He suffered a thumb injury on his throwing hand. Now, I was not under the impression that this was a thing. So, this is something that must have happened, I guess, during the Auburn game and within the last 48, 72 hours after. But yeah, so he suffered a thumb injury on his throwing hand and could miss three or more weeks of playing time. So that means that Michael Hawkins Jr., the guy who was in for Jackson Arnold last year, I believe is going to be the starting quarterback for the next several games. And what they have coming up is not easy. I'll say that. I mean, they'll beat Kent State, I think. I mean, the Kent State's awful. Then they have the game against Texas and Dallas, and that I think it's so weird now because now that game is a little bit different because you lost Mateer, and now you're going to be facing a very good Texas defense. The offense is whatever. Get something to drink here for just a second. But you're facing a really good defense in Texas that, that's going to be a challenge. I have no doubt that is going to be a real challenge. Now let me just look up and see if this guy's even on the roster still. Michael Hawkins Jr. I think he is still there. And he may end up being your quarterback again. And he was there last year. Let me see if he is. Yeah, he's still, so he'll be your starter going forward. For the next, for Kent State, the Texas game to have in a couple weeks. There's no bye week, by the way. So there is a bye week this week, actually. So let me rephrase that. You have a bye week this week. You're not playing this week. You have the Kent State game, Texas and South Carolina. I think it is guaranteed to miss 2 or all 3 of those potentially. So, I mean, hopefully this is not a big thing. But look, I mean, if you're someone like, Josh Pate, who was really banking on Mateer winning the Heisman, that's probably out the door, brother. I mean, he's going to be missing several games, and the stats haven't looked good to begin with anyway. So, sucks that's happening again. I mean, look, he was your best option at quarterback, right? I mean, you brought him in with Ben Arbuckle, his buddy from Washington State, and you thought, okay, we could, fix the camera here. You thought he could, run this through and run the offense, and because he knew it, and it'll be a seamless transition. You have a good defense, and now you're going to be starting Michael Hawkins Jr., who is a lot of ways just a pure runner. He can't throw the football, and going to be stuck with them. And it's a quarterback, too, that does not know your offense as well as John Mateer, which is going to suck. And I'd imagine the Texas OU game early on, I don't even know who's favored in that game. I have to go check if that game's even available yet. I don't know if it is or not. Let's see here. Texas, according to FanDuel, Texas. They're on here a couple times. Let me see here. Is any future college football futures here? No. Thought the game would be on here with the betting, but I mean that's a long ways now. But anyway, still, I mean, I would imagine that Texas game, for me, dog, you should be able to win without Mateer. The South Carolina job because of your defense and obviously Kent State. But the Texas game, that's looking like loss, bro. I mean, if he's not ready to go, man, like Oklahoma might actually be kind of cooked in that game because I think Texas defensively is really good. Although the offense is a little bit different, but I mean, this is kind of the last thing they needed, right? I mean, they have such good defense, and now you're going to be kind of wasting it because you've lost your star quarterback for about 3 to 4 weeks, and that's a long time, including this. I'm assuming when Sooners Scoop mentioned 3 to 4, I think they were saying 3 to 4, but it could be more. But it's a thumb injury on his throwing hand, so he can't throw the football. Like he's kind of cooked in that for a little bit. So, so I guess get excited. I guess sarcasm for Michael Hawkins Jr. to be your starting quarterback. If you're a Oklahoma fan, can't wait, can you? But this is like I said, this was breaking like 4 or 5 minutes ago. I mean, this is kind of pretty much a colossal breaking news here. Trying to think if there's anything else we know that's going on right now. Another thing, too, I didn't mention on the actual show, like I said, probably could have mentioned, speaking of injuries, that DJ Lagway, by the way, is in a walking boot again. So it's like he's made of glass, apparently, where he is basically made out of glass. So there's that. But yeah, apparently he has another injury again. Go figure. No updates on the Oklahoma State stuff. No updates on the UF coaching situation with Billy Napier. He's still employed at this point as of recording this. So yeah, figure we get ahead of this a little bit. But yeah, the Mateer stuff, like, man, if you're an Oklahoma fan, man, I'm sorry. This sucks. And I mean, look, he wasn't doing well to begin with, but man, if you're Josh Payton, you did that FanDuel ticket, man, like, man, he's looking pretty stupid right now, I guess. But sorry, JP, but yeah, dude, like, that kind of sucks that you put in all that effort to see him get injured, and now we won't be playing for a while. But yeah, this is colossal breaking news. I'm gonna try to get this video out as soon as I can. But yeah, had to do a video on this, get ahead of it. Of course, we'll have a normal show Thursday. Of course, no show tomorrow. But I wasn't being closing my eyes like that. I was doing that during the show today. Must be the angle of the light. So I may have to readjust some stuff here with the camera on. But yeah, of course, we'll be back on did it again. We'll be back on Thursday to do all the upset alerts and stuff, and I'm sure we'll have more updates on injuries and stuff, and we'll cover all that. So, yeah, big breaking news. Want to get a video out. So, yeah, I guess enjoy your Wednesday, and we'll see you guys after the show Thursday.